spatula because I use right hand. Most of you might be using left hand. Some people use their left hand. Most I use my right hand. So for those of us who use our right hand, for me, I use 4 of my fingers to hold this back, and my thumbnail holds it here. Do you see? Can you just try that? The back, you put your 4 and your thumb here. And why is this here? It's to make it steady. To make it steady on the wall. Sure you understand? Some people put 3 and put this 2. Their pinky and their thumbnail here. To do like this. It's still good. You can do it this way, whichever way you are comfortable with. Me, I'm comfortable with using the 4 at the back and putting this one here to work. Some people are comfortable putting the 3 fingers here, putting their pinky here and their thumbnail here. Whichever way. What I want you to know is that if you apply it to the wall, this should not be too flat into the wall and it should not be too up. What I mean is that when you apply it to the wall, make sure it is not too up, it's not raising up too much, and it's not going down too much. If it's too up, if you raise it too much up, Jesus Christ, English is hard. If you raise your spatula too much, like you raise it up too much, it will look as if you are, it's not even as if it's going to look like you are going to be scraping off your screening filler from the wall. And if it is too flat into the wall, it will not spread properly. Now let me show you an example of what I'm saying. I have already applied it to the wall. You see my 3 fingers behind it. You can stay on the 4. Now we apply it to the wall. Can you see that? Not too flat into the wall, and you don't raise it too much. Just make sure it's balanced. Then, so that it will spread. Because if you do not balance it, it will not what? It will not spread. Okay. Not too flattened. You don't raise it too much. Just make sure it's balanced. The essence of this is to make sure that it's spread. The essence is to make it spread. If you raise it too much off, you'll be packing it off from the wall. And if you make it too flattened, it will not spread. It means it will be too much on a particular place. So what you just have to do is that you don't raise it too much up, and you don't make it too flattened. You just make it to be in kind of in the middle. Then apply it on the wall, just to make sure that everything you are doing is what? Spreading. Everything you are doing is what? Spreading. That's how you just need to do that. And what I want you to know is that you can bring it from the top this way. You can do it this way. You can do it this way. And also you can do it this way. You can do it this way. Meaning you can do it landscape or portraits. Do you get what I'm saying? Whichever way that is convenient with you. Me, while I'm working, I do both sides. I can do it portraits and also do it landscape. And the reason is because when you are trying to smoothen it in a landscape and you feel like you're not getting it, you can change it to a portrait. When you do it to a portrait will give you what you want. You take your putty like this, and take it from the bucket. You apply it this way, you take it off and put it on your scraper. Don't forget, I'm using my right hand. You can put your 4 finger or 3. Most people put their 3 finger behind, their pinky here and their thumb here. And like I said, do not allow it to be too flat into the wall. Don't raise it too much. If you raise it too much, you'll be taking it off from the wall. If you make it flat into the wall, it means you'll be putting a lot in a particular place. So what we have to do is that we make it not too flattened. Don't raise it too much so that it will spread like this. So that it will spread. And if you notice if it is too much on a particular side, go back, take it off from the place, and apply it somewhere else. Like I said, you can apply it portraits, and you can also apply it in a landscape way. Portraits or landscape way. I hope you have seen it. Now, while you are doing this first part, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to say you want to make it smooth, because this is like a filling. What we are doing now is that we are filling the wall. These parts, we are not concerned about making it smooth. What we are concerned is about spreading the screening filler or the putty, spreading it on the entire surface. This is the first layer, first coat. So what we are doing is spreading it on the entire surface. In the next video, I'm going to be telling us how to smoothen the wall, because now in our next video we'll be more concerned about the smoothness of the wall. But in this video or in this part, we are not concerned about the smoothness. All we're concerned about is to make sure we spread the putty evenly on the entire wall. And we're also going to make sure that we don't have it too much or too excess on a particular place or some particular places on the wall. Now it's becoming stronger, and if it's becoming stronger or thicker, it will be difficult for us to spread it, unlike when we have it on the original state. Like I said in mixing, you don't make it too thick, you also don't make it too light. You don't make it too thick, you don't make it too light. Like I said, you have to be perfect in your first coat, what we are concerned about is to ensure that we spread this spreading filler entirely, spread it evenly on the entire wall. If you're applying this, it might not be as smooth or as fast as I'm doing it because that will be your first time. Just take your time, practice, and practice makes perfect, like they say. Now, for those of you who don't have angle tailor, what you just have to do is to okay, let me show you, let me bring the camera to an angle. I want to do this side. What you just need to do is that we have our epoxy on our scraper or spatula already. And you just need to take it closer to the edge and apply this to it. Can you see that? Apply it to it. Apply it to the first side of the wall. After applying it to the first part of the wall, you apply it to the second side of the wall too. You apply it to the second part of the wall, second side of the wall. Then apply it back to the first side. Make sure that the putty are meeting each other, like they are hitting each other on the wall, until you no longer see anything, until you no longer see the edge, until you already applied the putty on both edge. And once you are done and it's dried, you will finger the edges with the putty. Like I said, what we are concerned about is to spread this putty, is to spread it. Now, can you see? You might be seeing some places that they are not covered. There's places like this, places like this, places like this that they are not covered. You don't have to worry about places like this. What we just need to do, or what you need to worry about, is make sure that you spread the putty all around the wall. Do you understand? Spread it all around the wall, and now you wait for it to dry. And at most, squeezing the white cement, we can give it 1 hour 30 minutes. After 1 hour 30 minutes, although it depends on the condition of the weather as at the time you are screening it. Wait for 1 hour 30 minutes or 2 hours, and once you check the wall and you notice that it is dried, so you understand, not fully dried. I mean, it will not be fully dried in the next 1 to 2 hours, but maybe let's just say in the next 1 hour 30 minutes or 2 hours at most, you check the wall and you see that it's dried enough, then you can apply your second coat on it. And now, if you are doing it, what I want you to know is that I want you to put pressure on a particular side than a particular side. Let's say, for example, I'm applying it here. I'm applying like this. My 4 fingers is applying pressure on the entire back of the scraper. Now, but I want you to put more pressure on a particular side than on the particular side. Let's say we are dividing this scraper into two. This part is part A, this part is part B. If you are bringing your screen this way, you have to put more pressure on the part A than the part B, so that while you are doing it, whichever place that there is a line, your part A can cover it up. You might not get that when I will explain again. Let's say, for example, we have applied our spinning putty like this. If you check the wall closely, you see there is a line here, a rough line, and there's a rough line here. Let's say we are bringing it this way. We are taking it this way. So what we have to do is that, first of all, we put the filler in the entire place on the scraper. Can you see that? Now we're taking it this way. If you're taking it this way, it means the pressure will be on this side. If you're bringing it this way, the pressure will be on this side. So because we're going this way, the pressure will be here, so that we can close up this line. Can you see this line? So that we can close this line, the pressure will be on this side. Now, that's what I'm saying. If you notice, there's still the line is stationary, right? Now the pressure will be here, not here. Just to make sure that we close up the line. Now, once we close up this line, the pressure will be on this side. If you are closing up the line on this side, the pressure will be here. If you are closing up the line on this side, the pressure will be here. Once we close up this line here, so the pressure will have to be on this side. I don't know if you see it now. Once we close up this line, so the pressure will be here. Now, remember, this is our first coat, so you will not get a perfect sword. I'm just telling you how. I will explain more while we're doing the second coat. So the essence is just for you, when you're applying it, make sure that going this way, you know where to apply your pressure. You know where to apply your pressure. In this video, I want you to be a professional who give the best luxury wall. That after you are done screening and people check your wall, they're like, now I'm not about to do this wall. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I want you to pay attention closely. Whichever places you don't understand, go back and watch the video and apply it to what you've learned. I want to tell you the importance of making sure that your wall is extremely smooth before you apply your screening putty to it. Now, if you notice, I want your face to be on this side. If you notice that if I do this screening, I'm having something injuring me, and it's not making me to have a perfect screening here. Now, if you notice, I deliberately left this nail here, just for you to know that if you are screaming or you are screening, your wall must be extremely smooth already. You must remove all particles on the wall before you skin. Now you're going to remove this from the wall. That's it in nail, and you see how seamless the wall will be, or how easy it is. It's going to look like. Can you see that? And like I told us earlier, you apply the pressure. If you're coming this way, you apply the pressure here. If you're going this way, you apply the pressure there. Or because we're coming this way, you apply the pressure this way. And remember, we are still in our first coat, so it won't give us the exact perfect smoothness we are aiming for.